Okay, so my alarm went off at 5 minutes to 4 this morning, which can mean only one thing. Yeah, Liverpool are playing away in the Europa League. It's time for another Euro trip. I have got to get to Toulouse, so of course I'm at Liverpool Airport about to board a plane to Dublin. Why am I flying to Dublin? Okay, first and foremost, there were two important takeaways from our trip to LASK. First one, we're back to Liverpool, departed whilst I was on the train from the airport to here. I'm an idiot and I have a real problem booking the right flights. And the second is that it was really, really expensive. Partly because of that problem. So this time around, slightly more straightforward and much cheaper. We're going to go to Dublin, then there's going to be a long wait in the airport, and then we're going to fly to Toulouse. And on the way back, it's like that, only even more wild. But we'll come to that in due course. All we've got to do now is get through security at Liverpool Airport, see if we can grab some food, and then get to Dublin. And all that kind of stuff. Won't be loads of time left to go. No, it's 5:05. I've got 2 hours and 10 minutes to this flight. Why is the Game of Thrones tour got loads of like kids enjoying themselves like it was fucking Harry Potter? How many people got brutally murdered or raped or sodomized or incested? Come on kids, let's go to Westeros. Okay, so here's my first conundrum. It's 8 AM. I'm in Dublin. My flight for Toulouse leaves from here at 2:15. That is 6 hours. I've got to be in Dublin Airport for 6 hours. But I am just going to go and see if I can find like a lounge. Is there a lounge that I can chill out in? Because I don't want to spend the next 6 hours sat in just a normal airport seat, because that would be murder. Let's judge it and see what to do next. Just went to Area 13, like the board said. That's just a backdrop. Exactly where I walked in, the departure gate is where I need to go. All the way down there. Right, so we're through security, but only because of the kindness of a wonderful gentleman who took pity on me and the fact that it's too early for my boarding pass to be active to send me into this area. But I said, look, come on, mate. And he went, come on out, and he allowed me through a little side gate to get through. Because, yeah, it's a stupid amount of time to my flight, and no one in their right mind would ever be at an airport this many hours before a flight. But here I am. This is the decision I've made to save money. I'm now going to enjoy every aspect of Dublin Airport because I've got no choice. So, yeah, great. The biggest challenge here is, can I resist being gaslit into having a pint of Guinness? I like Guinness. I'm a big fan of Guinness. Am I a fan of Guinness at, 8 o'clock in the morning? Maybe. Lounge access denied. Apparently you can't go in the lounge this early before your flight. It's 8:45. Okay, I was going to do like this really arty shot where it was like my Guinness going down, and then I fell asleep in the pub whilst drinking it. It's not a great look being a tired looking man asleep with half a pint in a pub, so I had to kind of neck a little bit of it and get off, and I've got 10 minutes to kill now till I can finally go in the lounge. Come on. That was, buying the lounge was one of my all-time great life decisions. All-time great life decisions. Snacks, I had beef stew and mashed potato. I've had a free, I paid for it. I've had the kind of I've got my money's worth is what I'm saying. A comfy seat, more importantly. I feel capable of facing the rest of my day. It's a long old 9-minute walk to the gates, and then I can get on my plane and get to Toulouse. Come on. Welcome to Toulouse, a frankly balmy 16 or 17 degrees. Like it? Okay, so I'm out. I'm on the hop and I'm going to get an Uber because it's 15 minutes away basically, so it would take me off 3 times as long to get a train or the public transport and multiple jumps. So I figure just cut out the middleman, get a taxi, and that should take me directly to where I need to be. Fingers crossed. Excellent. Yeah.
You have to put something?
No, it's all good. Merci.
Allez, on y va.
I'll go to the side. Always forget to do on the other side of the cars. Inside the first part of the first floor of the apartments. It's after people being here check-in time, which is fine, except the instructions are in French. Now, I do speak a bit of French, it's fine, and Google Translate has helped, but I'm into this tour here. It didn't open the first time, and a small amount of wheat came out. Let's see if we can get step 2 and actually get in the apartment. Theory. 1, 2. Okay, I am in. Shall we have a look around? I've actually not even looked around. Oh, that was that. Okay. Where's the light switch? Where's my light? Oh, there we go. Yep. That is what a budget apartment looks like. Let's go wide angle. Look at that. Oh, king of my castle and domain. Oh, we'll see. Ooh, there's the bathroom. It's got a toilet. That looks a little ill-fitting, if I'm being honest. That's a shower. Let's check the pressure. 6.5 out of 10 pressure. 10 out of 10 obvs. And there we go. Oh, well, there's a little kitchenette as well. There. It's a room and a bed, and most importantly, it was cheap, like the budgie. Right, so one of my more inspired decisions was to take a sandwich from the lounge in Dublin Airport. That's here. I've got a Club Orange, which it's with real bits. I mean, if that's not exciting, I genuinely don't know what is. I bought some Maltesers, I bought some buttons. I'm well stocked to be a teenage boy staying in a single bed. I need to find out the important things that need to happen before the match. I need to collect my tickets from somewhere in Toulouse. I need to go and scope out the stadium and go and do a starting 11 prediction video. That will be tomorrow morning. And yeah, just generally taking the ambience of Toulouse. I think that sounds pretty good. Yeah. That's a goddamn revelation of a sandwich. God bless you, Dublin Lounge, and your money, butty. Okay, so I'm going to go and pick my tickets up, so I've got till 10 o'clock to do that. It's a 44-minute walk, or it's a shorter tram. That's not my tram, which is why I'm not panicking. Probably. So good. It's like miles to walk from here, so I'm going to try and get the train in the next step. Apparently it's only 9 minutes on the train. So that has been a long, ultimately successful but long day. I'm going to find myself a beer, and then I'm going to find myself my way back to my apartment, and then I'm going to find myself some sleep. Tomorrow I'll catch you up on how I got here in real terms, what the process was, and what I've got planned.
Por la tarde es todo aquí. El plato del día es al mediodía.
Right, morning. So, why did I choose to come this way, and why am I so tired? So, I'll start with the tiredness thing. On Sunday, we were invited to go over to Union Saint-Gilloise's ground in Belgium, in Brussels, to check out a game. Basically, after playing them at Anfield, the media team got in touch and said, "You're not going to be playing us at our ground in the Europa League. Would you like to come and feel a game, get a tour, all that kind of stuff?" And I was like, yes, that sounds amazing. And it was amazing. And the video hasn't done very well. I think the content is excellent. So if you fancy a little addendum to this, and probably this whole series, go and check out the vlog of Simon Mignolet getting overhead kicked pass in a forest. Why have I chosen to come via Dublin? So, last time out, you may remember, I had a little bit of a nightmare with flights. £329. That's what it would have cost, except that return flight was not a viable option. That left me with that costing, flights alone cost £548 to get me to Linz to watch Liverpool play and back. This trip needs to cost less. So to Dublin cost me £16.77. So why was I in Dublin Airport for 6 hours? Because that. £16. Now, okay, it was just a flight to nowhere. I couldn't, that's not got me to the game. It's not got me anywhere. The flight from Dublin to Toulouse, £37. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. This is Euro travel via air. Then, what I'm going to be doing on my return later on tomorrow, Toulouse to Milan, which is a £47 flight, and then Milan to Liverpool, which is a £40 flight. So grand total to get me to Toulouse via the air is £143. That is more like it. That is more like it. So people asked me on the last video, like, how much did it cost? How would you do it? Skyscanner. But the trick is, make sure you put your dates right, not like an idiot. Today then, I'm going to walk up to the stadium. That's what I'm going to do now. The weather is not great. There's lots of people out in umbrellas. Hello, mate. Can I borrow your umbrella? Oh, there's another one. Orange umbrellas, all the rage, apparently. All the rage in Toulouse. I'll see if I can grab one while I'm out. Yeah, it's a 15-minute walk to the stadium. I'm going to go and do a starting 11 prediction video for Redmen. I'll have a little walk around, get the lay of the land, and then, yeah, basically go from there, really. You know what? I don't think I've sold that tiredness thing enough there. I got a little distracted because of my sleep-addled mind. So, anyway, yeah, I got up at piss o'clock on a Sunday morning, flew to Brussels, had an absolutely amazing time, by the way. The USG guys were great. And then got up early in the morning and flew back to Manchester, drove from Manchester back to Liverpool, then had about 2 hours to eat some dinner, throw some clean clothes in a bag, then had to get a train to London. Kept in London when I got off the train at 10 p.m. that night. I was then filming at 10 a.m. across London, which was a 45-minute taxi away, filming for 888, and then I had to do that, get back to Liverpool. I went to a fireworks display with the family, had to get to bed early because, yes, the flight to this place was 3 a.m. I had to get up at 3 a.m. the next morning as well. So yeah, it's been an extreme week so far. Fun, shouldn't complain, but all I'm looking for really is sympathy. So if you can leave some sympathy in the comments below, just like some crying eyes emoji, maybe a small violin, I don't know. But anyway, here we go. So in theory, the stadium should just be just over this bridge, which is totally obscured by that tram. Over there, it should be over there. water warm. Give that a miss today, to be fair. It's actually pretty cool. So they've got, it looks like they've got like a sporting centre around the beach. You've obviously got your beach volleyball, which I talked about there, but then you've got like a 4G, 3G, 5G, one of those G pitches with the rubber bits and a load of goals on it. And then you've got like the hard courts up there with the basketball as well. There we go, the Stadium de Toulouse. So yeah, I actually can't wait to get inside. It's pretty well bordered at the moment, so I'm going to have a little sneak around and see what I can see. But a little bit of background on it, which I thought was really interesting. It was built for the 1938 World Cup and not used because it wasn't quite finished. But most famously for people probably my generation and anyone who watched the Beckham documentary recently, it's hosted France 98 games, which is cool. There's actually a sign just around the corner. This huge France 98 stand, which is still standing. But basically, Romania beat England 2-1 in this stadium, and the Beckham documentary would have you believe that that was all the story about Beckham coming on the pitch, being dropped over. It wasn't. Michael Owen came on the pitch in the last 10 minutes and scored for England and really gave Glenn Hoddle something to think about, which ultimately led to him playing and scoring his most famous goal against Argentina in the tournament. So yeah, a little bit of Liverpool, England's general football history at this stadium behind us. So it looks like they've got like a training facility on the side. Let's see if this guy's got it. Oh, that is a strike. Got a foot-like traction engine. Let's go and get some breakfast. Gasping for a cup of tea. Now, the one thing I learned from the Europa League, and this is going all the way back to the Europa League final, is milk. They just don't like cold milk. So I'm in a Carrefour trying to find. There was a cheese section, just a cheese section. Here we go. Probably too big. Cream. Right, so we're back a little bit windswept, but with the food required and necessary. Let's have a little look at what I've managed to accomplish. So this is the butty. It's like burger style, chicken, something, onion, lettuce. I'm happy with that. Drink, I stopped at the Carrefour. I got my Schweppes sans sucre, Schweppes Zero, which is good, healthy. Agrumes au saveur, d'orange, de pampelmouse, de citron vert, et de mandarine. I don't know what pampelmouse is, I'm not going to lie. And this is the desserty things. So there's my Nutella donut, fit, and this is a pan au lait, which I think is like a pan bread, if you will, with like a creamy thing in the middle. Now, milk. Milk was an issue. Here's what I settled on. I mean, it's a substantially sized lait frais de montagne, so I think cold milk from the mountains. Demi-écrème, which I think is semi-skimmed. It is cold, which makes a significant difference. And moreover, I discovered I've got a kettle, and I have in fact got one sole English breakfast tea. Oh, you can really taste the pampelmouse. Oh. Beignet au Nutella. Nutella donut. Basically just climaxed, and you witnessed it. Sorry if that made you feel uncomfortable. I was basically lying in my single bed, editing this very vlog, and I started to hear like a cheering noises outside. I was like, oh cool, that's cool, isn't it? Some lively people. Yeah, check me clock. It's now less than an hour till kickoff. I have totally lost track of time. I need to get a wriggle on. I was having a proper Marty McFly moment. Like, are you telling me that it's 1 hour to kickoff?
Yeah, I'm late for
the match.
One thing I'll say about this is, and I said this on my match reaction video, but like I like joy, so I like just seeing people really happy. Now I'd prefer it to be me who was happy, of course, but the one thing I think's been great about this is it was at no point was this like in your face Liverpool. Obviously there's a little bit of that when the VAR disallows the goal, but like, I mean, just that, like the noise coming out of people and the celebrations and just the general smiles and stuff. They're happy for themselves, and there's something in English football where you get as much, there's almost too much, like, I don't know, schadenfreude, that kind of idea of taking pleasure in the misery of others, and look, we all have it at times, particularly if it's Manchester United, but yeah, I just, as much as I'm gutted Liverpool haven't won, I don't mind seeing people genuinely loving life as a result of it. At least that's something, right? Right. Anyway, ultimately, how does one get over a European away trip defeat? With food and with drink. This food and drink. Hummus. Oh my God. Crisps. Honey and mustard saveur. A butty. Poulet. Chicken. Crudite mayonnaise sound. And then beaucoup de bière. And I'm going to sit and eat them in my hovel. And that will be the end of tonight. See you in the morning. Good morning. The morning after the night before, I'm still a bit sore about the game. I've tried my best to spin it, and I enjoyed the happiness of the Toulouse fans or whatever. But the more I then read like the rules that say it shouldn't really have counted as a handball and all that kind of stuff, and the fact that I didn't really realise it was Jarell Quasah at the time. I watched it back a million times. I'm like, so annoying. Anyway. It is what it is. Did you know the last time we played in Toulouse, we won 1-0 and Andrew Voronin scored the goal? Yeah, 2007. Wild. Right, so my flight to Milan, Bergamo, is how I'm getting home. That is not till just after 3 o'clock. I don't have to be at the Toulouse airport until 1:15, it says, there or thereabouts. It's 15 minutes in a taxi from here. It's 11 AM because I've just left my apartment. I'm going to head into Toulouse and have a little mooch around and then see what I can see. One of the things, these mad little caricatures, and look, are these racist stereotypes? I don't want to. Let's go catch a flight, eh? Stupid Toulouse and the stupid football club and the stupid VAR. Right, okay, here we are. Toulouse Boulogne Airport. I feel like I've nailed that. Hall B is where I need to be, and Hall B is right ahead.
said famous burgers and cheesecakes. I mean, it would be wrong of me not to try both. Like, borderline criminal, offensive, bad, wrong. I really enjoy people saying bon appetit unironically. I might move to France. That's fucking wet. Wet, 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 wet. Oh. I was going to wrap the video up just by showing some highlights of us flying up, but I'm in Milan airport. Chap, I'm just having a quick little nose at this. I've got no idea if that was the right way to do it. I apologise wholeheartedly if anyone takes offence. I think that's what my mum does. My mum does it in church. And there we go, home again, jiggity jig. Yeah, look, disappointing, ultimately because of the football. I hope you've watched, well, if you come this far, you've watched. I hope people do watch, I hope people do like, and of course subscribe to the channel. One more guaranteed Europa trip vlog to come. It's going to be something special, regardless of how much or not the group hangs in the balance. I've got something very special planned, so stay tuned for one more Europa vlog. And yes, do drop a like on the video.